Gamers, not MTash here, TTV_thing. We are live almost every single day. I woke up to my buddy VxV making a video. I saw it on Twitter. It's called Why Wuthering Waves Should Remove the 50/50 System. I think the 50/50 system sucks. I don't think it will ever be removed from Wuthering Waves. But, yeah, I don't like the system at all, obviously. I really think the only positive for it is really just for the company to make money. So let's see what happens. Again, I don't necessarily disagree with this sentiment off rip, but I don't think it will ever happen because we do have the guaranteed weapon banner. I've also seen some people calling him greedy and stupid for saying this, but I also don't think this means he's greedy and stupid. Well, at least not yet. I haven't watched the video, so let's watch it.
It's always been a thing. Like, why are you complaining now all of a sudden? Well, because times are changing, and I want these games to adapt with the times. And that's my fear for all these games. That's why I'm afraid for Wuthering Waves, and I need them to change the system ASAP. These gacha games companies know this was a long time coming.
Was it
diamonds and fellow diamonds in the rough. The gacha space has no shortage of gacha systems, as in the banners. There's obviously a lot of RNG. Everything in gacha games typically is RNG. How much you're gonna crit is RNG, etc. Like there's so much RNG. How much you're gonna roll, the substats, everything is RNG. RNG everywhere. That's gacha, right? So basically, players have always been shouting on reducing RNG, and I feel like that's the topic for another time. But today I want to focus on one that's always been present, and we just was like, oh, that's just the way it works. We just took it like it is, because especially if you're someone like me that started with Genshin Impact as your first gacha game, a video game.
I already know a lot of people are going to nitpick and say this wasn't how it always is, but I'm happy he said if you started with Genshin Impact set the standard. And I don't care if FGO didn't have a 50/50 or if these other games didn't have 50/50s. Genshin Impact changed the industry for this to be the standard. So I want to make that very clear because I already know there's going to be people in the comments. Well, you know, actually, this one gacha game that I played 5 years ago did have a 50/50. Like, yes, maybe not then, but we're looking at right now. So I that's just to stick up for V, and before people say stupid things and not have good faith.
I got introduced to gacha through Yu-Gi-Oh! And technically card games are gacha inherently.
Oh, so let me know if the volume is good.
The original gacha, but considering the space we play in, Genshin Impact was my first introduction. Went on to Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah, it's to everyone's.
Waves. And they all share basically the same gacha system. I still haven't played a gacha game that shared a difference. I guess Tower of Fantasy, if you want to count that. But I'm most familiar with what we all know as the 50/50 system. Now, the 50/50 system, because of our introduction to Genshin Impact, that was like our gateway to gacha, and that's all we know. We just took it as is. Oh, that's just the way things are. Oh, that's just the way it is. But it's not. And
in a way, they did and didn't. Most had around 3% odds of max rarity 1.5 for non-banners. Yeah, but so definitely what you're saying makes sense. But at the core though, like right now, the actual 50/50 system and the implementation is a derivative of Genshin Impact. Like they took that system, twisted it a little bit, and then now every other gacha is copying it, right? In my perfect world, I would suggest all initial release would be 100% of their OG banner, but dupes and reruns would be 50/50, but that's never happening. I think genuinely that is a really, really good idea. I actually think this is the way. Yeah. I think that's fucking smart. I think that's smart as hell. I think the only game right now that we're seeing that has the potential to, I don't want to say change the space, because I don't think Arknight's Enfield, I'm not going to lie to you, I think the game is going to kind of be because of the other system, the building system. But yeah, they're kind of onto something like that. What's going on, Kadiver? That's basically Duet Night Abyss. I haven't tried the gacha yet in that. If you have like a video or anything linking me on like how the gacha system works, I'd absolutely love that. Because if that's how that functions, that's a great function. Genuinely. Heard this being implemented Duet Night Abyss. I mean, hey, that's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. The PGR 100% 70/30 rerun, but then also 100% banners you could choose. V's going to mention in the video. Gotcha. Okay.
And that's what I want to talk about.
And also, welcome in, brother.
I'm pretty hyped up currently about is Duet Night Abyss. I do feel like this game has a lot of potential. This will change a lot of things. And
Gamers,
one of the things I immediately saw that just screams through your face is when you go to their limited banner, the character limited banner, not the weapon limited banner, the character limited banner. Well, it has a 100% chance to drop the character you want. Meaning,
what's the max pity?
There is no 50/50 system. So it is possible for these games to have a 100% guarantee on the characters too, because Wuthering Waves did it in the weapons, but the weapons. I appreciate
the follow, brother. Thank you. I just got my alerts off while we're while recording, but I appreciate you. 90 for DNA, not bad. Not
not the
bad.
thing I usually care about. And
bad
I
at
do
all.
feel like a lot of players can nod in agreement. Like you can
That's part of
always
the video.
make do
Yeah.
with a 4-star free-to-play weapon. It's
Okay.
always possible. Like the 5-star weapon is basically like a big PP check. You just want to do big PP damage, or
Big PP
if the
check.
character is your favorite, then you
I
just
failed the
want
big PP
to,
check.
you know what? It's my favorite character. I want it to be the
I failed
best
it,
I
said.
can whenever I see them on the field. I want them to be the best they can be. So I'm just gonna invest extra hard on them. That's basically weapons from a casual perspective.
I want to feel the adrenaline rush of losing my 50-50 for the 7th time. And then after that, I have to take out a loan because I use my mother's credit card. It makes me come.
From
Yeah.
what I've observed and from
For sure.
myself personally and
Big
other
numbers, small
players. I've met
numbers.
a lot of these
True.
players, and I think they're the majority. Typically, people can't afford, especially free to players, they can't afford the luxury of having both the character and the weapon, except if they save for longer periods of time. But again, that's a topic for another time. So first, let's establish how the 50-50 system works. Now, if we look at the banners, of course, you mostly want the 5 stars. 4 stars, I feel like I'm more of a scam than a 5-star, but again, that's a topic for another time. That's like banner structure.
Wait, what does that even mean? What does that mean? What's good, brother? Welcome
you
in.
have
Welcome
less
in.
than 1% chance
Good morning.
to get the 5-star that's in the banner. Okay, any 5-star typically. However, you have pity, and once you reach pity, that percentage increases, and then you reach hard pity, it becomes 100%. That's how you obtain a 5-star.
That's valid.
Now, in other games, like for example, ZZ the Bank Booze, that banner has more than a 1% chance to get a 5-star early. And I've noticed quite a high level of earlies in the ZZZ Bank Boo banner than I ever did in any of the gachas, which tells me just how powerful this percentage is. And of course, this percentage, I'm bringing this up, the ZZZ, because I do feel like also this percentage should be tackled in the future. I think Arknight's Enfield is increasing the chances of
massive misconception of Arknight's Enfield's gacha system being bad. It has the potential to be really great, or it has the potential to be absolutely horrible. There is kind of no middle ground at the moment. We'll see what it's like on launch, but we made a video covering that if people want to go watch that. But that gacha system seems pretty good, and the dupes don't seem to be very impactful as well, which makes it a little bit better as well. I've been getting max video and Bango every time. Sheesh. What do you think if your first copy is guaranteed but Constellation need? Yeah, no, that's exactly what Tillian said, man. I think that's a great system, Mayo. I think that's an amazing system. I almost got every Bango. Yeah, actually, what YouTube, I appreciate you thinking. Good morning, Haruna. If they ever make one dupe mandatory, like it becomes horrendous. Yeah, well, I think that goes down to game design. Don't make dupes mandatory, right? I think making dupes mandatory is so cringe. Absolutely the most cringe thing a gacha game could do. But yeah, I don't think that's a bad system at all.
Earlies, like from maybe 0 to, I think they were like 1
How are
point
you,
something. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's definitely present in the weapon banner, but maybe that's a formula for another time. But
so,
first, this is the first gateway for you to getting what you want. The minus 1% chance for you to get an earth, right?
It makes me
Next,
feel good.
Once you reach pity, well, here we go. The 50-50 system. You can flip a coin. If you get it right, you get what you want. If you get it wrong, you don't get it. Now, let's talk about the pros of 50-50. What's good about the 50-50, man? What's good? What's good?
Nothing.
Well, for me, it's always seeing creators lose their shit.
Bro just crashing out like a queso
creator losing their 50-50, man.
The 8th time! The 8th time!
Yo.
50-50 champion! 8 time!
8 time!
50-50
8 time!
champ.
Bro, he stole my title. He stole my title. I have a title in my room.
Here we go!
Bro. Is this Steph a homo?
I swear to fucking God! You have to be fucking kidding me! Fuck my ass, dude!
I can show clips for days.
Okay. Oh my god, bro. I think the Bailu one is like just so relatable because that was me the other day. Oh, thank you for your sacrifice, Lord. Hail Tectone. Hail Tectone. Hail Tectone. How can you hate on this ball guy? Hail Tectone, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my god, God bless he changed that weapon banner. He was the only idiot to spend $100,000 on it. Yo, it was good share. But that being said, there really is no, unless you're a fucking masochist. I like pain. I like spending $180 and losing. Like there's no actual benefit of this thing. Also, Law, what's going on, brother? Welcome in. The stream single-handedly saved Genshin's weapon banner. Yeah, too bad they couldn't save anything else, but it is what it is. Tectone fell so all of us could run. Hell, Tectone.
Haze, man.
Hell, Tectone.
That is awesome.
Let's save him. We'll put a
the
band-aid on
level of
leading mood. Yeah,
entertainment
exactly.
50-50 brings in terms of content is bar to none.
Yeah, no,
that's
for
my
sure.
favorite
For sure,
shit.
for
Like
sure.
watching creators
Ethan moaning.
go crazy. That's my favorite shit. But beyond that,
Sorry.
it doesn't really offer anything but no, tough luck. You didn't get what you want, but if you spend more or if you finally spend because of all the already investment
I have a
made
counter
in the sunk
argument.
cost fallacy you have, well, you can now finally get what you want. Also,
I don't personally believe this, but I know this is something someone would say genuinely, is that, well, at least it gives me the opportunity to get a standard banner character. And to that I say, go fuck yourself. Because the odds of you getting the standard banner character that you want is the same amount of standard banner characters, is the same odds as if you actually uploaded that. I mean, if you pulled on the standard banner weapon, I mean the standard banner thing, right? I'm tired, I'm sorry. But what emote, dude, send it to me, Kai. I'll put the emote in chat. But yeah, I just think that, like, that's the only counter I could see people saying to 50-50. Well, I don't mind getting a Verena. It's like, bro, if you want a Verena, go pull on the fucking banner, right? You know, like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Nobody wants to pull for Brad and get a fucking Colchero. It's so dumb. Nope, it's 100% code. It's 100% code. That's the dumbest argument. Yeah, I know, but I've seen it before. And that's what I'm saying. I think if they keep 50-50 system, they should rotate the standard banner character each round. Well, so the greatest thing that they could do, Washi, is at least give you some sort of selector, right? They give you some sort of selector in which that you're able to pick the character you could potentially lose to after a certain amount of 50-50s, or even on the standard banner, right? Like, it's just fucking dumb. It's just dumb. Yeah, I'm gonna commit a sparkle is crazy. The reason nobody pulls on the standard banner for anything other than weapons as of now, I wonder why that is. No, exactly, 100%.
also, let's say, for
100%.
example, you're planning to get every single character. Like, say, I lose this 50-50. I just can't get the necessary resources to get this character now, but I'm just gonna get the character later.
This one sucks.
That was literally a waste of resources.
Yup.
You wasted resources for something you didn't even want. No one asked me
Yup.
to get this. I'm pulling for this banner because I want this specifically. I don't want something else. That's not.
But he
For
said
example, I
something
even
really
pay
good
money.
is-
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm like 10 pulls short from my pity. I pay $10. I don't get what I want. That doesn't work. That's a casino. That's a scam. What are we doing out here?
I mean, yeah, he's
Especially,
cooking, bro.
I feel like this is definitely a conversation now because of Wu's weapon banner and now Do It Night Abyss 100% chance in the character banner. This is why we should have this conversation right now, just so that I'm clear. I know this has always been a thing. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, well, it's always been a thing. Like, why are you complaining now?
think I do
What's up?
for
Well,
Rust
because
Ninjas
times
too,
are
I
changing.
agree.
And I want
I
these
agree.
games to adapt with the times. And that's my fear for all these games. That's why
Seems to
I'm
give out every
afraid for
character
Wuthering
free.
Waves,
True.
and I need
True,
them
true, true.
to change the system ASAP.
Yo, what's going on, Simon? How are you? I hope you had a community like League of Legends. They're destroying Riot because of Hex Tech. Bro, I said the same exact thing. I literally said this the other day. Riot is getting absolutely obliterated because of Hex Tech and this new what's the new skin? Is it Tryndamere? I don't know, the new Gacha skin that came out that looks fucking horrible. And they're all shitting on it. But Genshin Impact's get fed slop? You know? It's good so I can save my primo gems, you fucking loser. You fucking loser. Jesus Christ. Or just put the limited characters to the standard. That too, Carl. That too. Also, welcome in, brother. Damn, yeah, man. 100%. That's Mordekaiser. There you go. Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea either. The thing is, right now, V is 100% right. I just don't think it will happen to Wuwa. I think it will just happen with future games. Like, if Ananta has a guaranteed banner, we know, Duet Night Abyss has this. What's it called? Arcanite's Enfield kind of has this. It's a little weird. It's hard to explain, but they kind of have this. If Ananta has this, if NTE has this, then I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? My opinion is slightly different. I think they should keep the 50-50, make it 50 between the two limited characters that are running. I mean, I feel like that's the problem is, though, Rob, not all the time there's two limited characters running, right? Isn't it just Peeb right now? Or am I bugging? Like, right now it's just Peeb, right? Also, good morning, Sasha. How are you? Good morning, good morning. So that's not always applicable, you know? It's wild for me to say you can pay for the monthly pass, battle pass, and still not enough currency to at least guarantee to pull it. So that's crazy to me. Yeah, well, that's how these games thrive. They thrive on making it pretty much super unattainable. I mean, we spoke about this before, and this is a problem with WoW. This is a problem with Genshin. This is a problem with all of these games. You don't purchase direct currency. You purchase one currency, then has to be transferred to a different currency, as opposed to just purchasing money and it says, hey, $10 is 2 pulls or 5 pulls or whatever the case may be. As a whole, this is what Gacha is about, man. They do these strategies and these tactics to get you to spend as much. So, yeah, good morning, Sasha. How's your shoulder doing? It's all right today. Isn't that the Genshin weapon banner? No. The Genshin weapon banner you could lose to a non-thingy. Also, Donnie, good morning. Shawnee, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, boys. Guys, can we get some capital Elix in chat, please? Can we get some Elix, please? Yeah, if we could just get that going. Fidu would be great. It would be similar to effects when games go on discount. 100% Dawning. I agree with you.
Because if we become compliant and become like Genshin Impact, where we're like, oh, my dick is big as shit. Like, they'll always keep suckling on it because I'm him.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have people like me that are gonna look at you and go,
Elix on the Elix. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I like this game, but this shit right here is pushing me away, man. You got motherfuckers right here doing 100% characters and everything. I'm not staying here. So the 50-50 ultimately is a barrier. It doesn't even offer anything but get in your way of getting the enjoyment you want out of the game. It makes them more money. True. That's the main reason it's there.
Yep.
Also, creators losing their shit. But beyond that, there is no other benefit from the 50-50. Nothing. 2.2 has released like a lot of characters. Like we've seen a lot of characters for 2.2. I think people are going crazy over the jellyfish girl. A lot of people, I think the tweet for the drip marketing has broken records. Go Wuthering Waves. I'm happy to see that.
No Discord? Yeah, you can. Extra Discord, bro. Extra Discord.
Since the introduction of Renacita, pressure on your polls has been high. It is high, man. It's tough to keep up with all this.
Don't forget to hydrate. I appreciate you.
So, yes, you have a new region. Yes, you can explore. Yes, you can get a lot of pulls for free, etc., etc. It's not enough to get everything, and nor should you be able to get everything. I know this is the nature of Gacha, but why not? Why is that a thing? Why not?
I think this introduces a question of if they get rid of the 50-50, would you then be okay with them giving out less pulls? Right? Because if they do get rid of the 50-50 and they give out 135 pulls in the patch, yeah, you're guaranteed the character, but then they can't make money, right? And we just have to be objective here because I get what he's saying, but like, so if they change the pity to 80 and it's guaranteed, but then they only give you 50 pulls in the patch, but the game will EOS, yeah, again, I don't think this is a model that could be sustainable for WoW. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm sure there's a way they could make it work, but I would love for this to happen in WoW, but I just don't think it's happening. Joe! Thank you for the 5,000 biddy washies. Holy shit. My bad, my alerts are off because we're recording, but I appreciate you. Holy Lord, thank you for the 5,000 bits. Bro said I'm about to drop a biddy on you. I guess I gotta do it now. I appreciate Joe. Thank you for the 5,000 bits, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. It means the world to me, brother. Thank you. I personally fine with 50-50. Yeah, Sasha, why though? Is it just because it gives more ass, right? They said to increase the pity to guarantee like 120 or something. We saw skin. You saw nothing. You went Night Abyss. Also was good, Kane. We'll guarantee the first copy. We'll see how that work. Maybe they can make it like in one per patch. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think losing 50 makes you quick. I don't want to spend more money. I get that. And Wash, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it's hard. I think it's hard to balance this. I think it's definitely hard to balance this in a system where you have 90 pity. I think it's 100% guaranteed. 90 pity again could be okay, but they've been very giving with the rewards, so it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Say I get a pass. I'm
curious
pass.
how
That's
these
like, 30
comments
per
look.
month, right? That's like 30 pulls. That's half.
I'll look at this after.
And then I keep grinding, right? There's events, stuff like that. Like I can get 50 to 60 pulls per patch. I can get a copy. I'm not even getting the SIG. I can get a copy. I can guarantee myself a copy if I put $5 a month on this game. Why not? Like, why is that the rule of thumb? Like, I'm confused. Think about it yearly.
I don't know about paying per expansion, Enfield. I think that would kill the game. I think that would absolutely kill the game. You're technically paying per expansion if you're not getting what you want. That's why the 50-50 exists. The reason why gacha models are so profitable is due to the fact that you have to pay $0 hairs. pay $0 to play the game, but you pay money when you lose. And a lot of the times, welcome in, Sap. Hope you have a great day, brother. Dap me up. A lot of the times, what happens is casual players are not going to do that crazy grind. Cabal, good morning, brother. They're not going to do that grind of like doing it for 50 hours to play Star Rail and get the 300 pulls so they can guaranteed Herda in the light cone, right? Even though that's not happening. That's why these games are so profitable. So I definitely get that, but paid expansion, they probably lose money on it too. It just really made me the 50-50. I always wanted the 50 like New Planet. Yeah. 100%. Also, was good, TJ. Good morning, brother. It just really massive. I always have 50-50 on it on like New Planet. Yeah. It just does me dirty all the time. If we got rid of 50-50, they would kill Genshin. All Genshin players would come to Wuwa. I don't know about that, Hash. I think some Genshin players are just fucking stupid to the point of defending it no matter what. And they don't really care. But I don't care. They can fucking play what they want.
So in a year, I've already spent $60. If I play this game for a year and I pay $5 every month, well, that's $60. That's the price of a AAA title back in the day. Now, different pictures are changing, but that's literally it. If $5 a month can guarantee you a character, well, technically not even, but you know what I'm trying to say. Especially if they give you free stuff, why not? Why should not that be the standard? You can do that for weapons, though. You can definitely do that. Why can't I do that for characters too? I feel like this system doesn't make any sense. It's literally there just to say, whoops, tough luck. It's irritating. It makes it so that, for example, I'm looking at myself going, okay, I want to get brands. I do. I think brands cool. A lot of people trash talking. I'm not into
there's still predatory
anymore. I go about my gachas different. I'm kind of sweaty in Combat Star Rail as it requires me to be so. And I think
there's a compromise we can come to with massively, it's not as massively in favor for the company. Oh, for sure, Tillian. For sure. Absolutely. There's a compromise. Again, where that compromise lies, I feel like it's probably raising the pity a little bit and giving out a little bit less ass to rights, or, and I think that'd be okay. I think I'd be okay with that. It's psychologically getting shafted by the game can make people more attached, 100%. When you think about it, gacha games make in a year what GTA makes in 10 years of sales, so I know these games can shine. They just don't want to. Oh, for sure, Chair. Guys, I want to make this very clear. I'm not defending the games. I'm not defending Wuwa. I'm not defending Genshin. But I'm just giving you the perspective of why they're not doing this. I absolutely I know, especially Wuwa. Wuwa is backed by $1 billion company. Genshin Impact is $1 billion company. Like, yes, these companies can make these changes. I'm not saying they can't, but the line of reasoning on why they won't. That's all I'm saying. I don't agree with it. I'm just telling you like the other side of it. Genshin normalized the 50-50 bullshit and the players ate that shit up. So it did affect the other games like HSRZ. That's why Tectone still criticizes Genshin. As long as WoW doesn't introduce something like epitomized path, then I'll still play. Yeah, no, well, there won't be epitomized path for weapons because of the fact that the weapon banner is guaranteed, right?
That's
also it's good, Poppy.
Wuwa, I'm casual, normal. And ZZZ, I'm extra casual. And I'm having the experience of every type of player so that I can resonate with my audience the best. So if you're extra sweaty, I understand you. If you're casual, I understand you. If you're extra casual, I understand you. I'm all of these three things. So as a casual, when I look, even if you're sweating, I mean, it doesn't change the fact of rewards.
Wait, an idea that I have is when the game gets to a point where there's a 5-star pool is saturated, if you lose the 50-50, you get one of the 3 limited characters that's unfeatured or something, then at least you could still gain value even if you lose. I guess then how do you determine, I don't know if I'm 100% down for that idea, but then how do you determine which of those unfeatured characters, like they're not going to let you pick from a bank of like, let's say 60 or 50 characters, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how that would occur. I don't necessarily think that's horrible. You just add old character to the standard banner. I think if you just allowed a selector of the standard banner characters, if you lose a 50-50, I think that would lessen the blow a little bit. You could be like, you know what, man, this sucks, but at least instead of getting a cheat, I can get like my fucking S2D or whatever the fuck,
In terms of the premium currency. As a free-to-play player, to be specific, it's tough to plan ahead nowadays, and especially when all the characters you see can bring value to your account. Phoebe came out. She's the character that introduces Spectrofrazzle. There's reactions coming. I want to take advantage of the Spectral reaction because Jinsei can't. I want to use the Spectral reaction. You need a specific character to proc that specific reaction. You can't just use any 2 Spectrals. Well, you can use the Rover, but let's face it, why would you? Especially when you have Phoebe, as cute as she is, available. Also, I wanted to make the statement that just because a bitch doesn't show skin doesn't mean I won't pull for it. All right, a character should...
I know that there's going to be a bunch of meta people saying, well, you're supposed to use Phoebe and Rover together. That's not the point, what he's trying to make. I'm not going to sit here and be a meta whore and nitpick his points. I understand what he's saying.
Respectable, and a kick-ass, badass character, or even a sweet character, whatever, is something that resonates. I'll pull. It doesn't have to be, naked. Looking ahead, there's Brand, there's a Jellyfish, there's Zanny, there's all these amazing characters. The one thing that I keep scratching my head and makes me anxious, it triggers anxiety. Remember what Genshin said? don't want to bring you anxiety. Them bitches still got the 50-50 and the weapon system. Jesus. And they don't want you to get anxiety. Liars. I'm looking in the future going, can I win all these 50-50s? Can I win all these coin flips?
In a row.
Because I can't afford all them bitches. So in reality, I'm feeling being pushed away from the game because of this very mechanic. Because I can't keep up. There's no way I can keep up as a free-to-play. There's no way. I got the monthly pass.
Yeah, he
and
sounds greedy and
still not
stupid for
enough.
sure.
Isn't
for
that
sure.
crazy? Do you want to know why it's not enough? Because of the 50-50 system. I'm very hopeful for the future of Gacha, for games like Do It Not Abyss, maybe Ananta in the future.
I got
that
you
can
2 seconds,
introduce,
Cabal. 2 seconds.
brand new
brother.
systems that can expand and make Gacha less expensive.
you two
I want to
out.
bring up Warframe,
TJ.
since we're bringing up Do It Not Abyss. I want to bring up Warframe. In the game of Warframe, a character costs $50. You get the character in the SIG with $50. That's a live service game, big as shit, one of the best communities. I'm loving Warframe, not the game, but the community. Because I still haven't played the game, but I got so much information through the community. And boy, oh boy, are these guys amazing. So in Warframe, there's no gacha, and they're still making a lot of money. And that game came out years ago, and I do mean a decade ago, like 10 years ago, more, if not. So it's a model that works. Why can't we do it like them? I think Do It Not Abyss is copying Warframe, even in the live services.
They won't do it because it won't make them as much money. There's a massive difference between guaranteeing a weapon and a character for $70, and then after that, buying a character itself for the max of 325, and then another 325 for the weapon. But the model will not come to Genshin. It will not come to WoW. It will not come to ZZ or HSR. It might come to any future games like Ananta and whatnot. What does Warframe have to do with this? He's using that model as an example of what they could do. He's saying in which that you could buy suits in Warframes and then their signature weapons as well for $70. So he's saying, why can't you do that in this game? But it won't happen. I mean, here's the thing. Gacha games that at least have competition. If you want to see a game that has suffered a fate worse than death, see World of Warships. Like Genshin was at worst stagnates. Warships actively gets worse per year. I've never heard of that game before. It sounds like a really old Gen 1. Different types of games, but I understand his thought process and why he's bringing into it. But again, it's just that is something where it's too low of a value. They will never do that, right? WUA is more generous than the other Gacha games, and I'm excited to see the comment section. I feel like the comment section is just gonna fucking villainize him. Well, what was already very nice? Like, that's not the point. At the end of the day, Wuthering Waves, yes, it's nicer than these other Gacha games, but the 50-50 still sucks, right? So yeah, let's see.
Stuff in the Gacha and how they want to monetize their game. Do it like them. I feel like Genshin Impact got away with the 50-50 system, made it a standard, and now Hoyo just implements that standard, / now Wuthering Waves also follows suit. Wuthering Waves tells me, because of the weapon system, they tell me they are flexible, and I'm pretty sure they can't introduce 100% in the character ban. For me, I'm tired of seeing people going, well, there goes my character, there goes this, and I've seen a lot of people quit Gacha because of the 50-50 system. People not getting what they want, they save up for a long time, it's tough, it's free to play, it's hard.
Axe 50-50.
Finally,
I agree.
comes,
I would axe it too.
You lost a coin toss. Do you know how hard that is? Because it's a 50-50 chance. You were just unlucky, period. There was no skill, no nothing. You're just unlucky. Done. End of story. Go away. I don't think that should be in our games. I don't think the sentiment of this anxiousness of going, how am I going to do this? I have to skip this. I just want a dude. I just want to pull for a dude, man.
I heard FGO has a horrible system.
I haven't pulled in a dude for so long.
I heard FGO's horrible.
Man, can I see a big ass Chad in my account other than Gian? Jesus. Like, man, now I got to save for bitches. Again. Like, I'm always going to be saving for bitches. But let me get this too. So, in conclusion, as monetarily incentive this is, I do feel like people can always spend if they can get what they want. Free players are not going to spend anyway. All right. So basically, you're having that system for whales to, squeeze them more. I understand, but those guys are going to be spending anyway. Why? Like, oh, I got to squeeze every bit of it. You're just throwing us away too. The cost is too high for you to get the maximum.
I just want to hear what the rest of what he has to say. It's 2 minutes left.
So I would invite this system to go away. I heard this from Texone, of course. He mentioned it once or twice. And also, what really, really drove me over the edge, and I wanted to make this video for a long, long time, is I tried to go back to ZZZ. There was Astra Yao, and I was very excited. I try to get her. I lose the 50-50. Now, like I said before, ZZZ is a game where I'm extra casual in. I go back from time to time. Like, sometimes I would stop for months before coming back. I go back. I try to get her. I lose the 50-50. All of a sudden, my desire to keep playing ZZZ just almost completely vanished. That's a system that basically said, no, don't play the game.
I think one thing that a lot of us, including myself, don't realize is the loss of a 50-50 absolutely negatively affects the player, and they will leave. But there's a lot of people who say there's probably not probably there. I know that if this wasn't the case, the system would change. But there's a majority who say, well, at least now I'm on a guarantee. So now I could just spend money. Now I could spend more money. You're right. So you know what I'm saying? So I get his thought process. because he's not wrong. I lost it 2, just got on my next pity. Exactly. And that's what happens. And that's a majority of the people. Obviously, some people get scared away. Hard pity 2 times to completely kill my day. Oh, for sure, Simon. For sure. Usually drop a move because I max pity just lost 50/50s. That makes sense. But there's a more people who are not dropping the video game because of that. You know what I'm saying? There's more people who are spending money now because the 50/50 system exists. So I get what he's saying, but unfortunately, it's just
I don't think
different.
you want that system in the game. But that's just me, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think this 50/50 system should remain so that we can point and laugh at our creators when they lose their 50/50? Or keep it because the dopamine rush? How are you supposed to get the dopamine when you win the 50/50, man? Well, I think the early dopamine is the best. When you're just chilling, you just do a random tempo, and it just turns gold. Oh, shit.
I'll take that in a second, Cab.
True dopamine.
Let me just put 3 more in.
I'll get it for sure early mentality, yeah.
Oh my god! No!
The 50/50 one, when you reach pity, I don't think it's that much of a... If we're going to talk like gambling addicts, I don't think that's much of a... That's like a girl giving you weak head. Yeah, you're going to come, but the ride wasn't enjoyable. That shit was ass. The high wasn't even that good anyway. It's a high still, but ain't that good anyway. Trash ass head. So that's just me, though.
All right, let me see what these comments are like. On the first copy, yes, but S1 for the 50/50, the game make money, right? After losing the game every 50/50 and Wu1, just lost the 50 for Bobbin. I'm tired. Free-to-play players and their bottomless pit of greediness. I don't think removing 50/50 is a realistic option. Instead, I do something simpler. A selector that guarantees the standard 5-star unit you want instead of giving one randomly. Yeah, we spoke about that earlier. Like, if I lost my 50/50 but was guaranteed an additional Encore of Arena sequence, I'd much ironically consider a win. When the devs are generous, people abuse it. The greediness is insane. See, these people are just fucking stupid. These people are absolutely dumb, right? Like, look at this. What the fuck is this? What a dumb comment, right? I won 5 50/50s in a row. Hey, let's go, baby. We don't lose out here. Imagine not going to a casino and complaining about not winning. This is what this entire video is about. So true. Holy fuck, man. What an actual... These 3 are fucking idiots. Okay. Players these days ask for too much. Wu was already being pretty generous with no 50/50 weapon banner. Plus, they're giving out free stuff, too. Taking away the 50/50 and gotchas like saying casino. Guys, I feel like these players like being abused, you know? I think that's what it is. I think they like being abused. At this point, if they decide to do that, they'll be sued because they spent so will protest. I'm all going to blah, blah, blah. 50/50 system is why I picked up Nikkei for side game. Some of this, you think this will fail because 50/50 scraps. I didn't plan on going further into this video, but some I found myself 40 seconds in. And based on how far I've reached, I can honestly say I disagree with a lot of your takes. Oh, okay. As a day 1 player, I've witnessed chaos up until the rise of the game experience. And first of all, I should like to clarify this. A gacha game isn't necessarily meant for free-to-play. It's meant for light spenders, whales, or dolphins within the big sea. That's absolutely false, off rip. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what happens. Second of all, you aren't required to pull every unit as it's mandatory. That is true. That part is absolutely true. I understand that the devs have indeed listened, but have the players listen. Your own greedy and stupid... Oh my fucking god, he watches Pokey. Holy shit, your own greed and stupidity is the thing that'll break this game sooner or later. Oh my god. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. I don't even... You always got prescription. Good morning, man. I believe the 50 system... wait, I understand the devs indeed listen. I believe the 50/50 system is fine as is. Wu is a high-quality game. Majority of the players recognize it for this aspect, whereas others recognize it for fast-paced combat. And sorry, I'm not hating you or anything, but man, I just think you should have considered the consequences of these thoughts and choices you choose to make. There's more consequences when people are legitimately gambling on Wuthering Waves, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, ZZZ, than a multi-billion-dollar corporation changing a little bit of their structure. Guy's a fucking idiot. These people are a joke. I don't even know if I want to continue, if you want me to be honest with you. I knew this was coming. Well, Wu was so nice to us already. So, again, I don't think it will ever change. But if you're arguing against the 50/50 system changing, because intrinsically it will just be less predatory, you're just fucking stupid. It's only a problem when I run out of money. Here's a fair system that benefits. On initial release, character drops 50/50. On the first run, the competency is guaranteed. But when it comes to the gacha system, my favorite is Snowbreak. Bro likes watching. I disagree with the 50/50 system. Gacha game wasn't meant to design to be able to get all the characters in the first place. Oh, fuck me. All right, boys. YouTube, I love you. I'll see you in the next one. I'm not doing this. I can't. I'm going to have a fucking aneurysm. Losing brain cells reading through these comments. It's absolutely fucking crazy. Yeah, I like when they finger pop my asshole and spit in my mouth. All right, I'll see you in the next one.